The Young Turks brought to you by Carbonite Online Backup. Get a free trial at Carbonite.com by using the promo code TYT, and you also get 2 months free if you decide to buy.
Well, there was another series of protests throughout the weekend. It was called the U.S. Uncut Movement. And they're mad that the largest corporations, and particularly the banks, are not paying their fair share. It's a great and brilliant point. Did you know that 2/3 of the corporations in America paid no federal income taxes? Now, of course, when you do it, you're a tax cheat and you wind up in jail. When big companies do it, it's called clever and smart tax avoidance. They just simply avoided paying their taxes. I know it's more complicated than that. I know they use loopholes, but those loopholes were set up by politicians that they purchased through their campaign contributions and their promises that they could work at the big banks once they leave, which happens all the time. It happened in the Clinton administration. It happened in the Bush administration. It is already happening in the Obama administration. There's a revolving door, and the people in Washington get massive amounts of money from the banks to basically do whatever the banks want them to do. And then the rest of our media completely ignores it and pretends that these people are on the level when they're not. The whole thing is rigged to rob us. And it has robbed us over and over, especially in 2008. And the U.S. Uncut Movement is not interested in that. They're interested in fighting back. So throughout the country, they went to different banks and they had protests there. One in particular in San Francisco was interesting and effective. They went with $1.5 billion checks made out, obviously fake ones, and they went and started giving them to the tellers inside the Union Square Bank of America, saying this is the $1.5 billion the Bank of America should have paid in taxes last year when they made $4.4 billion in profits. But they didn't pay any of those taxes. Bank of America paid zero taxes, on top of getting taxpayer bailouts that bailed out Bank of America, on top of getting nearly 0% interest from the Federal Reserve. So all this money that they have made off our back, and they don't pay anything back. They don't talk about paying their fair share at this time when they're doing cuts all over the country, and they're cutting the average guy's salaries, and they always talk about shared burden. Where's Bank of America's shared burden? Nowhere to be found. So U.S. Uncut is trying to make people aware of that. And so they kept going up to tellers and giving them these checks until the bank had to shut down. And they said, okay, no mas, and they shut the bank down. And it's a clever way of doing a protest, obviously peaceful, and obviously delivering the message. And they are, seeing the frustration throughout the country. Another person, New York City Councilman Jumaane Williams, last week went to the Park Avenue Chase Bank and wanted to close down his account because he was mad that they weren't doing anything about helping with foreclosures. Of course not. They're a bank. They don't give a damn. Look, this is what people have to understand. Corporations are not evil. They're not immoral. They're amoral. You know what that means? It means they don't give a damn. The only thing they care about is making an extra profit. If you don't care about that, you get removed and somebody else comes in. So are they going to foreclose on your house and not give a damn about your family? Of course they are. Of course they are. How could people not understand that? So they're never going to care unless you make them care, either through legislation or through action, protest, etc., but some sort of pressure, right? So Jumaane Williams was mad that all of his constituents in New York were having these huge foreclosure problems, or they knew somebody who was having a foreclosure problem in their neighborhood or in their family, etc. And he was also mad that Chase, which is owned, of course, by J.P. Morgan, their CEO, Jamie Dimon, this year got a $17 million bonus. Now, what he's got to understand is Jamie Dimon got that bonus not because he was doing too many, like it didn't count against him that he was doing too many foreclosures. It counted in favor of him. They're like, oh, way to crunch people and get that extra buck, Jamie. You're awarded $17 million. And by the way, that's the tip of the iceberg. The stock options, et cetera, et cetera. Believe me, that's, if you think 17 million bonus is a lot, by the end of Jamie Dimon's term at J.P. Morgan, he's going to have made hundreds of millions of dollars through regular compensation, through bonuses, through stock options, through golden parachutes. And where do you think he gets that money? He gets it from you. I believe in private banks, but at the same time, we have to have some protection for consumers. Otherwise, these banks will pay no taxes. They will crunch you for every single dollar. They'll do overdraft fees. They'll do X fees, Y fees, Z fees, and then they'll get bailout by the politicians that they bought. Look, I got to tell you as it is. I know sometimes it's frustrating, but that's the reality of what's happening in this country. And I love that at least US Uncut is fighting back.
Eventually, you're going to have a computer disaster, your computer is going to crash, and you're going to lose all your files. But with Carbonite Online Backup, you don't have to worry about any of that because it automatically saves your files off-site. You can access all of your backed up files from any computer remotely, or if you want, you can also access your files through an iPhone or BlackBerry with Carbonite's awesome free app. Carbonite costs just $55 a year for unlimited backup for your PC or Mac. Think about it, that's less than $5 a month. Get a free trial at Carbonite.com by using the promo code TYT, and you also get 2 months free if you decide to buy.